Craig?
Yep.
Yes.
Hey.
We're live. Welcome, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Good to have you here. So some people are still joining.
Nice to have everyone with us. So, are we going to give it a minute or two for people to come, or do you want me to just get straight
I
into
just say fire it up.
Fire it up? That's cool with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just go.
Okay, thank you. So, hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I really, really do appreciate you all. Can you hear me? Can you just put a 1 into the chat box and let me know that you can hear me? Just so that way I know that I'm not speaking to myself.
I can hear you so far, so hopefully everyone can hear you. Yes.
Taylor says 1. Thank you. That's great. And you can see my screen.
Yes.
Perfect. I can see it on my other computer as well, which I'm monitoring. So, like this slide says on this presentation, get comfortable, grab a pen and paper, and get ready for some awesome content. And I may be biased, but I truly believe that this is awesome content. And the reason why I say grab a pen and paper is because you want to be making notes, because I will be giving you some golden nuggets that you can take away and use outside of the realm that I'm kind of showing you exists. Okay. Now, if you have trouble hearing, don't worry, because we made this presentation so that you can all read along. Okay. This is something that I do on most of my presentations now, just so obviously if you're hard of hearing, then you can follow along with the words. Now, at the end of the webinar, don't forget that we'll be doing a draw for a free Roku TV device or Amazon Fire Stick, and you can choose which. Now, I am very thankful today for the opportunity to share this on behalf of obviously myself and Tim. And I'm excited because not that you have the chance to win something like this, but you get to win big with an opportunity that I'm sharing with you. And believe you me, you will get excited. So I'm going to be teaching you how to generate high-paying clients, recurring income, and hands-free money from today onwards using a revolutionary new method of marketing. And it really is. Hardly anyone knows about this kind of thing. And your eyes will be opened. So yes, like it says as well, all questions at the end will be answered. So don't worry. I answer every single question, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not one of them people who kind of shies away from anything. I really am so transparent. So I've stumbled across a virtually untouched niche that brings in a ton of all the benefits that businesses need. And I'm talking not just benefits for me, benefits for Tim, benefits for yourself, benefits for Elon Musk, Richard Branson, Russell Brunson, you name it. We all need these kind of benefits that this niche can bring. Now, my business is in a hidden yet totally accessible niche called connected television, okay? And I will teach you what connected TV is, so do not worry. And when I say TV, people kind of get scared sometimes, but I want to squash that right away because it may sound complicated or scary. You may be thinking of lights, camera, action. You need a film studio. You need microphones. You need all the works, but you really don't. And it is really easy. It's so simple when you know how. And that is the key thing with anything, right? Now, in this niche, we began making TV channels and used other people's content. I want to highlight that as well. We used other people's content. So we didn't just run around filming things and stuff. We actually used content that we found online totally for free and totally legal. And in our first 3 channels, we got an abundance of benefits, beginning with 228,000 subscribers from 3 channels using other people's content. And I will drill that into you because it really is exciting. Now, the first TV channel was Dog Kingdom, which accumulated 54,838 installs. Now, these are installs, okay? These aren't views. These are actual installs. So people downloaded our channels onto their connected television devices on Roku and on Amazon Fire, okay? Can I just ask a quick question? Are any of you familiar with Amazon Fire TV or Roku TV? Just in the chat box, can you just give me a yes, just so I know? And a no, obviously, if you don't know what it is. And that way I can kind of gauge just kind of the experience that you have with these kind of things. So just put a yes into the box. Oh, we have a lively bunch. So we have one person saying no. We have Anne says no. Phyllis says yes. Taylor says yes. So people, it's a mix. It's a mix. Good.
Because also YouTube people are seeing it as well. So welcome on YouTube as well.
no,
Video marketing
okay.
says also yes. Gary says yes. Rick says yes. Welcome, guys.
Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, basically, and you will learn more. I just wanted to see, just from the group that we have, how many people know what connected TV is, and Amazon Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku, etc. Well, our first channels that we got up onto these platforms, like I say, the first one, 54,838 cumulative installs. Okay, so these are actual people. Imagine a television device like Roku TV device, just for example, is a phone device, and your TV channel is a mobile app. Okay, people download apps onto their devices so they can come back and use the app again and again and again and again. It's kind of like that with this. Roku TV and Amazon Fire have devices. Now, the TV channels, people download onto them to then return and watch at their own leisure as much as they like. The second TV channel that we made was the Chess School. So as you're seeing right now, it isn't just documentaries and films and things like that. It's actual educational stuff as well. Well, this Chess School channel that we made accumulated 36,921 installs. Okay, so that's installs. Remember, it's not views, it's installs. So these people can come back and consume as much as they like when they like. And then Guitar School, which kind of shocked us because we didn't realize how big this niche was. And this accumulated 137,147 installs as well. So nearly 140,000 people took interest in the content that we were sharing and downloaded the channel. And from those three channels, it generated $25,419.03. And then we got paid out $25,407.03. So $12 less, which was the transfer fee. Incredible amount, right? Now, this niche I've spent a considerable amount of time in, and we've achieved incredible things in the past few years. TV Boss has been around for nearly 5 years now, so it's not something that isn't like the realm that I exist in. I just haven't created this. This isn't something new. This is something tried, tested. We've got countless people using this now and countless proof and testimonials. Now, I believe in this arena so much, I've invested over $300,000 into it, probably way more than that, but I lowballed it. And I really do believe in this arena. In fact, when I was speaking to Tim earlier, I was saying how much I believe in this niche and the way that it's headed. And I'll prove just how awesome this arena is, not just with the proof that you've seen just now with our own results, but with other people's results too. And we have countless proof, like I've just mentioned. Now, a lot of the time when people say something works, quite often it just works for them. And it's like, well, okay, that's good for you, but what about for me? Well, with this system that we have and all the information that I'm going to be sharing with you, you will quickly realize that anyone can do this, okay? And please pay attention, because this mass movement currently happening online is moving so quickly, and the peak isn't even here yet, but we are at the peak of the media evolution, which I will teach you about. So taking decisive action and obviously learning what I share today is paramount to ensure that you're in at the right time. And I have a question for you. How many times have you sat back and thought, damn, I missed the boat? And I'm talking about anything in the business realm. For example, my dad, years and years and years ago, got offered to basically sell mobile phones before they were anything big. And guess what? He declined. Now look how big mobile phones are. So as you know yourselves, there are things out there. But I want to know, have you ever sat back and thought, oh crud, I wish I was in on that early? I'm going to have a look at the chat box now. Yes. So we're all in agreement. And here's one that I didn't take advantage of at the time. Crypto. Now, if you bought just 10 Bitcoins, and when I wrote this slide, 10 Bitcoins would have been worth $460,000 for just a $10 investment, right? So you need to understand that things move quickly. But the beautiful thing is that we know that TV will be around forever, okay? This isn't a gamble. This isn't crypto. This isn't something that's here today, gone tomorrow. Television is going nowhere. So you're onto a big winner in this realm. Now, the urgency is real when it comes to fast-moving trends and niches, like I've explained. So please do take me seriously, because it really is important that you fully understand the power of what we have right now at our fingertips to be able to take advantage of this moving forwards and as it grows. And it really, really is. Now, the main topic of this presentation is focused on connected television channels, like I've been telling you. But first, allow me to introduce myself before we move on. So who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, first of all, my name's Craig Crawford. Hello, everyone. I am age 38. I'm here after 8 years online within my business. And in that time, I've generated over $10 million in online sales for my business. Now, my main focus is my online television software, and my flagship product is called TV Boss Fire, also known as TV Boss. And you may be familiar with this. You may have seen the previous versions that we've had and stuff. As many people, like I say, have taken a big interest in connected television, and because it is a smart move, right? Now, I've trained thousands of people worldwide over the years in my time. I've launched over 70 software solutions and courses in my time online. So I'm kind of a bit of a veteran, I guess. And I've helped my students hit success with connected television, which is really, really something that I enjoy. Now, using online television, I help people in many ways. I help them to get free leads from television. I help people get free traffic from television. I help people generate sales for their business by using online television. I also help people get mass exposure, which is a really, really cool thing to see. And I help them get brand awareness and credibility as well. I also help people achieve success regardless of age or ability. And you will find out through this whole presentation, a plethora of people from different races, countries, different sexes, ages, whatever it is, who have been getting results, okay? And I help people towards financial freedom. That is my main goal within business. I love helping people. I even do charity stuff, but with my business, being able to not only have something that I really enjoy doing, but I actually helping people makes me enjoy that even more. But most importantly, I teach people to help themselves, because the only person you really can rely on truly is yourself when it comes down to the television realm. And I'll tell you why. I will give you my own kind of background shortly. So what's online connected television? Many of you obviously know what it is, but some don't. So I'm going to go into it very briefly. So connected TV, also online TV, simply put, is any kind of entertainment device that's connected to the internet and it's capable of streaming video, essentially merging computer technology and television together. Now, this includes popular devices like I've mentioned, like Roku and Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire Sticks, Apple TV, and even gaming consoles now. You can actually get on connected television with gaming consoles. TV has grown immensely. So this is how it works with an actual device. So the device has a cable that plugs into the USB port in the back of your television. And then the device itself, this is a Roku device, as you can see, plugs into the HDMI port, and away you go. The television powers the device, and the device connects to the internet. That's why it's called connected television. And then what you see on your TV screen is something like this. And this is how it works. Your TV channels that you create go onto people's TVs once they log into their accounts to watch TV like this. And they may look familiar to you, but you can actually have your own television channels in the prime spots alongside Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, etc., that you're seeing right now. You can actually have your own TV channels using other people's content. Remember, you don't even have to make your own. If you do, obviously, that's a bonus as well. Now, independent businesses and people began making connected TV channels. And here's just some of the examples, okay? We have Cook With Me TV, Surf TV, Hunting and Fishing, Travel Adventures, and AIM Country Music. I took these screenshots. They're a bit blurry, but they're from my Facebook family group. I call it a family group because the community that we have around the connected television realm that I've grown over the years really is like a family. There's some amazing people. People like TJ Tipton began his channel, and he says in the group, he posted, I'm going to say that I'm not very impressed with a lot of marketing tools that are out there, but this is incredible. Thank you so much and all that have made this. You absolutely rock. But here, as you can see, here's his stats for the last 10 days. And he had over 1,000 installs, not views, installs of his channel. That's 100 people a day downloading his channel. Well, as you can imagine, over time, it obviously grows and grows and grows. We also have Angela, who says, hi, everyone. This is for those who are new and wondering about TV Boss. I have 2 successful channels, Prayer TV and Emmanuel TV USA, with Roku TV Boss, with over 5,000 subscribers and around 16,000 video views monthly and growing. And that is all without any advertising, okay? So the last 4 words that you see on this screenshot are the most important. It organically grew her channel. So it isn't, she didn't have to go out there. She didn't have to do advertising. She didn't have to tell her friends and family to share a post and like it and do all these things. People actually found her content, subscribed to it, And now, as you can see, over 5,000 subscribers and around 16,000 video views monthly and growing. We also have Mark Anthony, who said now after 5 days of being live, a lot of hours viewed already. He doesn't know where to look for the ad revenue earnings, though. Does anyone know where to look? But as you can see, 5 days, channel engagement here, cumulative installs, 7,719 installs of his channel in 5 days. Some channels go small, some channels go big. We've got one person, she was getting like 70,000 views on a channel every single day. It was a massive, massive channel that she had. Sometimes they're smaller, sometimes they're bigger. It depends on the niche, but they all grow and grow and grow. But Mark went on to say after the 5 days update, I've watched my channel explode, over 70,000 viewers. But don't just listen to me. I'll let Mark tell you, because obviously getting the word from the horse's mouth means more than me just telling you, right? So check this out.
Hi everybody, my name is Mark. I'll just give you a quick testimonial of how good TV Boss is. I started my channel probably about 5 weeks ago now. Now, I think I've had just over 23,000 installs and over 70,000 views on my videos, and something like 3,000 to 3,500 hours worth of viewing, which, as most of you know, on YouTube, anything like that these days, yeah, it costs you a fortune in paying for ads and everything. And all this has been organic. So, hope this helps.
There you go. Another person talking about organic growth of their TV channels. Now, the cool thing about Mark is he went on to become an agency member and sell those TV channels, which meant he kind of reverse engineered what most people do. And it works what most people do when they sell TV channels. So what they do is they find a customer or a potential customer, and they kind of lead them down the path of finding out more about connected TV channels. And then they sell them a TV channel, and it works. What Mark did, he made TV channels. They got populated, as you see, like that channel. That was one channel that he was telling me about. He sold more channels than just the one. But he had a relevant TV channel to businesses and then sold the channels to those businesses because he had the proof of how many people downloaded it, how many views he gets, how long they spend watching his content, etc., etc., etc. So he actually had the metrics for it to be able to say, hey, look at this. Do you want this for your business? And people snapped his hand off. So he did it the other way around compared to other people. Now, the two powerhouses in online TV that we can make channels on are Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV. Now, people always ask the question, do I have to pay to put my content on there? No, you don't. There's a big power struggle right now between Roku and Amazon Fire. And what they're doing is, excuse me, I've got a bit of man flu. But what they're doing right now is they want as many people buying, obviously, these devices as possible and consuming their content. Well, if we give them more content, then they have more to offer people. So it's totally free getting your content on these two platforms. And we choose these two platforms because they hold 80% of the connected TV viewership, and they are growing and growing and growing. Now, you may want to ask yourself, why would anyone want their own real TV channel? And put simply, people watch content online, a lot of content. Now, connected TV is the latest and fastest growing way for people to access and watch content around the world. And many of you are familiar with TV and connected TV, sorry. So you will actually know yourself how it works. But it allows a huge, huge amount of people to consume your content. Hundreds of millions of monthly viewers in the USA alone. So imagine worldwide. Here in the UK, Australia, and different places have it as well. Mexico, for example, have these devices. It is worldwide now. And as it's a booming new market, that number is growing so fast, which means for us, people get more traffic, more leads, more sales, more money, and brand awareness. And these are things that every business wants, okay? So keep this in mind. Now, you could become a channel owner with what I'll show you today, but actually it's not the most lucrative opportunity that I've discovered that I'm going to share shortly with you. And you'll have this light bulb moment as well. But first, I want to speak with you all about some quick history just for a moment so we can take this time right now to share some vital information with you. So we have a lesson. I'm going to put my professor cap on right now. The evolution of media lesson. So the first radio was sold in 1920. The first TV in 1929. In 1971, the first computer was sold. Then the first public access internet was in 1993. And then in 1994, shortly afterwards, the first smart device was sold, okay? Well, All of them have been improved. But what happens when you combine TV, radio, computers, devices, and then you give them access to the internet? Well, I'm sure you can guess right now. Koku says, wow, by the way. I like those responses. It's connected television, of course. We are, like I said earlier, at the peak of the media evolution mountain. What with this right now, connected television, there is no going back with this. It's only forwards. And we are literally at the peak, and it's only going to grow and grow and grow. And the reason why it's going to grow and grow, as the millennials leave home and stuff, get their own place, get connected television, they are going to adopt this even more. Now, obviously, the older generations, as they die out, sadly, they didn't watch things like that. They may have cable, they may watch antenna TV, but obviously, as times change and as the population grows as well, more and more people are going to be watching connected television than ever. I can't see cable ever existing after the next 15 years, maybe at the max, and that will be it's dwindling down. And I'll prove it to you as well, just how big connected TV is. So here's some facts and statistics as well. Did you know that when audiences watch TV, they are hyper engaged? Now, according to an eye tracking survey by CMO.com, TV commanded 5 times the active viewing of YouTube. So they were engaged 5 times more than when they're watching something on YouTube, and 15 times more the active viewing of Facebook. So as we can show here with a legitimate source, that TV demands engagement. People are way, way more engaged, okay? And the streaming industry is estimated to reach $124.6 billion by 2025, okay? I know all of you. Can I get a 1 in the box if you want a piece of 124.6 billion? If I could, I'd put 1 into the box myself. But I just want you guys engaging with me, obviously. We have straight away ones coming into the box straight away. It's not something that that you guys want to miss, right? And we are all in agreement. Also, the average person watches YouTube for just 16 minutes, which looks at marketers' opinions of what consumers do in comparison to 3 hours and 26 minutes of TV on average. On average, which is interesting, right? And that source is by TV Nation, Ad Nation on ThinkBox. Also, in 2021, the US online connected devices rate, hit 82%, meaning that 82% of America alone has access to online connected TV. Imagine how many people worldwide can access this too. Now, here's some facts, because like I say, connected television and creating channels is very, very easy. So you don't need to be on camera. You don't need your own content. And you also don't need to make content, because there's ways to get free content with little effort. And one of the ways, get a pen and paper, guys. I want you guys paying attention right now, because we all love free content. We just don't know where to get them from. Now, I'm going to give you some examples. And just before I do, I went over to Wikipedia previously just to give you a snippet of what a Creative Commons license is, okay? And it's basically one of several public copyright licenses that enable the free distribution of an otherwise copyrighted work. So basically it means that the author can give you guys the right to share and use them and build upon the work that they've already created, okay? So there is a lot of places out there. In fact, for my students, I showed, I think it was like well over 20 different places where you can get hundreds of thousands, millions of pieces of content for TV channels. Now, you can get free content from many places, just like YouTube, Vimeo, and even websites like Creative Commons. There's so many out there. You just have to do a search for them. But when you're inside, you search in the filters and select CC. Remember, that stands for Creative Commons when you're inside there. It's super simple and takes minutes to do. It really, really is. Dean in Motion says it's a good start. Or if you're a TV channel agency, meaning that you sell channels to companies, people give you the content and pay you to put it on connected TV. And you can't really get any easier than that, right? Uploading videos and creating TV channels. And it doesn't take long at all, which I will tell you more about. People like Rick began doing this. In the Facebook family group, he shared this. So I'm in discussion with a sports talk show host here in Rhode Island. He's extremely interested in having his radio show also on Roku. He understands that it will not be broadcast live and his shows will be catalogued for future viewing. He doesn't have to pay. He doesn't have to pay to do his radio show, but he understands TV shows have a cost to them. Knowing that, he quoted him a cost of $1,000 up front and $500 per month. He's going to get sponsors to fund the show. Once he gets the sponsors, we will be launching his channels and shows, and he will be supplying the videos for the channel. The keywords at the very end of that. The guy is going to pay him $1,000 up front and then $500 per month to give him content that he already has to build a TV channel with. So the hard part is already out of the way. So now you know you're in a position of the highest point of media evolution. I've showed you this already. You're being introduced at the start of something huge, and it's only going to grow and grow and grow because this exploding arena is literally happening right now. Now, you may be wondering, how hard is it to make TV channels? Well, we do have people of all ages and technical abilities, okay? And you're never too old to build a business, I promise you that, and you're never too newbie. And I will prove these things as we go through this presentation. Now, here's Lynn Stone. He's 77 years old. And in the Facebook family group, he says, I joined this opportunity to help authors, illustrators, and speakers exceed their present horizons. Therefore, I labored all this time to get a great lineup. Software failure dumped him out twice. I don't know what that was, but he obtained a better. Hello. Today, this afternoon, I submitted my first station and it stuck. Roku kept it down, and I feel like I've really made it happen. Thanks for all the support. I'm 77 years old, and I'm the first one in my family to own a television station with advertisers already and 2 biggies of the day considering my offer. So as you can see, this isn't just for something for technical, like whiz kids, these kids who come out of uni or college, as you call it in America, and just like have all these technical abilities. There are people who are in their 70s, and we even have someone in their 80s actually making TV channels. Just had a quick sip of my drink then. So from launching our first version of TV Boss, I began witnessing dozens and dozens and dozens of awesome people making big moves with TV channels. I've seen people getting traffic, leads, sales, and more, all happening with people inside the Facebook members area, and even emails and messages thanking me. And that's a really humbling thing when people take their time out their day to thank me. It means a heck of a lot to me. But it got me thinking, how can they take it to the next level? And how can I help people take their income to new highs? Because I want to change lives. I want to help people as much as possible. And after some time planning and speaking to customers, because we truly believe that conversing with our customers and getting feedback is a very, very strong way to push our business forwards. It's businesses that don't listen to their customers that often fail. I had an epiphany after doing this. It's the number one thing I've invested my time and efforts into helping people get even more success. And it's the number one method of making the most money for people that we found that's winning inside the online television realm. Now, I know there will be light bulbs going off of what it is, and I will share it with you. It's the sole reason I've spent over $250,000 on this vital element of making money on connected TV. Because connected TV truly is the number one way to allow people to consume content worldwide. Our system, TV Boss Fire, delivers massive captive audiences all around the world now. So as you can see, you're onto a big thing because online television works. I've showed you the facts. I've showed you the results that people are getting from people here in the UK to over in America, people of the age of 77. And there will be more, I promise you that. So how can you make TV channels? Well, it's super simple. In fact, the easiest part is creating TV channels when you have the right tools. It's like anything with business. You need the right tools. Now, there's 3 main ways that you can make TV channels. I mentioned the TV Boss Buyer Suite, but you can do this yourself too. But I will cover all of them. I didn't want people to come on here today and think that there is just one way. I've just led people down a one-way path because there are options. And I am biased, but obviously I want people to understand that there are different ways, but I also will point out the pitfalls. So you could use my system that my clients use to create unlimited TV channels and live streaming and much more, because you can live stream to your TV channels as well. In fact, Tim and I were just speaking before we came live, and it was a bit too short notice using the system that Tim has. But I could actually, and I have in the past, live streamed webinars just like this to television. But there are over 300 million users on those platforms combined, and it's growing. You could also learn and develop it for yourself without the TV Boss Fire system. Obviously, it takes time and money when you're learning, but it's possible. But the other drawback, sadly, if you're not a coder, I highly recommend something else. And not to mention, even as a coder, various platforms have different coding languages, such as Amazon Fire's code languages are different to Roku's TV coding language. So you have to learn different types for different platforms, which is a pain in the butt, right? Also, you could pay a coder to do this, and they're from roughly $60 up to and over $150 per hour on outsourcing sites, which you can go check on elancer.com and freelancer.com. But the main drawback of this, it's slower, more costly, and suddenly if you want multiple channels, it will just cost too much. And I know this myself, and I will actually, this is where I help you to like avoid certain things. And coders, I have been through the mill with coders. I have been lied to. I had one guy told me that his granddad passed away and he needed time off. I was like, oh, of course, like do what you need to do. Like I'm understanding. 2 months later, his granddad died again. Another one. I was like, whoa, this is unlucky. And then I think it was like 3 weeks later or something incredibly short time after that, his third granddad passed away. And then obviously after that, I wised up to it. But yeah, also, if they know that you're making TV, that they're making TV channels for you, then when it comes to updating them and managing them and things, they can actually charge even more money then because they have you in their back pocket. So when you use a system like my own that you run and use yourself, that isn't restricted like coders can restrict you, you're onto a very good winner. People like Robert tried to manually create channels in the past and struggled, as you see from a post in the family group that we have. And he says, it's a channel for my ministry and it's been a long time coming. TV Boss made it happen very easily. Before TV Boss, I was attempting to hand code a channel, but could never get it approved. With TV Boss, it was up and running in just a few days. Thank you, TV Boss. So as you can see, people actually have tried and they struggle. But our system, which is an automated process, relatively pretty much, obviously you have to enter details into the system, which you will find out more about. It makes it so much easier. But now you know the ways in which you can create TV channels. You just need to figure out which one makes the most sense to you. But do not wait and do not hold back. I promise you this, because like I say, getting in early on these kind of things is very, very important. But now is the time for your success. Don't sit back. Don't wait. Don't just think that this is going to be okay in the next 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, because it's those who get in earlier are the ones who benefit the most. It's like anything out there, right? Now, you may be wondering, how does TV Boss Buyer work? Because obviously I told you about it and I'm very biased, and you will obviously be asking that question and wanting to know. In fact, I see in the chat box right now that very question. So I'm going to hit play right now. If you can't hear it, please just let me know. I know Tim's on standby anyway. I just want to make sure that you can all hear it. Let's just show you how simple the 3-step system is with this quick demo. Hello and welcome to the TV Boss Buyer overview video. This is where it all begins, okay? And it's a very, very simple page. Once you log in, you will land on this. Every time you create a channel in this gray bar down here, or whitey gray bar, your channels will populate. With every time your channel pops up, you can choose anything from you viewing it, to edit it, to switch it over to another account on TV Boss, or even share on social media to get more eyeballs to it, okay? Now, moving on from there, if you want to add a channel, just literally click the right icon here, create a channel, and you basically enter some simple details to begin. The name, the description, the channel icon, which you upload here, and that is the first step to creating your channel. Number 2 is the settings. Once you've saved that, the provider name, the language, your contact email, your affiliate URL, because we also have about, watch, and store pages, which means anyone who watches this from kind of coming from external traffic like Google, say they search your channel or they search for content that is on your channel and find it, if they're wondering how you've actually made this channel, you can actually get affiliates from that, or you can turn them off. You can also embed them, as it says here, but you have to save the channel first, into a website of your choice, as long as it supports HTML, and then you watch and publish. It's simple as that for this step. Now, moving on, we have videos here also. So you can add 10 items per page, as it says, and it says click below to add your first video details. So basically this is all it takes, and you basically just click the plus and then go from there. We prompt you with everything. Like I say, if you see here, you see these tooltips, they all have little tooltips which show you everything that's needed. As you can see, it says 114 by 114 channel logo, PNG image in your Fire TV channel, not used by Roku. So there's different elements in here that tells you exactly what you need. Like it says here, maximum 200 characters. This channel name is to be displayed in your Fire TV channel, not used by Roku. So this is your channel here and not in Roku. Everything leads you through it. Very, very simple. But we have training as well. So it's not as if it's something difficult to do. Moving on, we have the tutorials, which we have the knowledge-based essentials on using your TV Boss file, which is the main training. And then we have some bonuses if you're eligible for it, boot camps and webinars here. If you're an agency license holder, then you can create and manage users here who will actually get access to TV Boss. But the beautiful thing of it is you can brand this with white label if you have the license as well. We also have the bonuses that you're eligible for here, and then also downloads, which is Mac, Linux, Windows, and Android and iOS are coming soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a quick overview, but it's seriously easy to create and manage TV channels with all the training that you ever need. Of channels. Now, these channels are made by our very own app that you can see on here, and some may look familiar from the screenshot that I showed you earlier. Excuse me, but we have like Savvy Internet Marketing Tips, Blockchain TV, Sleepy Baby Lullabies. We also have Raven TV down on the bottom right that you can see, and also down on the left where it says 30 Works, where there's a chap holding like a trophy looking thing. That is a cruise ship salsa company that actually have their own channel as well. We have so many things like Dropshipper TV. It is in any kind of niche that you can actually dream up. And it's funny because people don't realize just how big connected TV is and how much content they can actually share with people. It's phenomenal. Now, speaking of ads earlier, here's someone making money with their own ads. This is from a guy called Stephen Brocklehurst. And he says, loving TV Boss, been testing it to generate leads for my clients. Best of all, since I started, it's been generating around $500 per month. So a big thank you to TV Boss for this product. Regards, Steve. Now, this was taken 2 years ago. So you obviously know TV Boss has been around for quite a while. Well, this year, just a few months ago, we actually brought Stephen Brocklehurst onto an actual call with me. And I actually interviewed him pretty much and dug into exactly what he's doing with it now. And he actually not only uses it for himself, but he actually allows his clients to use TV Boss to utilize it in the same way that he does. And they sell all sorts, from children's clothing to all kinds of things. So it's not just something that he's been using in 2020 and that's it. He actually has been using it for a long time now and getting great results, which inside the members area that we have, we actually share the exact call that we had that I've told you about. So it's these simple yet effective steps that I recently introduced you in the demo, this 3-step process that I showed you, that gets us users seeing things like this. Now, this is really cool if you're into list building. Earl said in the family group, my family circle TV subscriber stats are showing steady, wonderful growth of subscribers. I'm delighted. For the 4th month in a row, my list has tripled. Now, just pay attention to that. His list has tripled, his email list. So even if he began and he got 10 people onto it, well, it tripled the 4th month in a row. And it could be, he could have 100 people on there, 1,000 people on there. So even if it's 1,000, it went from 1,000 to 3,000 to 9,000 to 27,000, etc., etc. Excuse me. But as you can see, he has been growing his email list. And he said, you know what YouTube's done for me? Nothing. There's a moral in there somewhere. Andrew and I are working on making those numbers even better. Cheers. We also have the ability to have TV ad companies contact us, like just this ad. She said, hi, Craig, a company called Aragon Creek is asking to play some ads on one of my channels. So basically, people are actually reaching out to my clients and offering to advertise on their TV channels and do a revenue share with them. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room that YouTube don't want you to talk about regarding adverts, okay? It's a bit of a punch-up. Now, everyone loves YouTube. I even love YouTube. But it's just not as powerful as television, and I can prove it. So did you know that 65% of all users skip ads on YouTube? And 84% of mobile users skip ads as well. And they are not very good figures, obviously. Like, it is not a great thing for people to be skipping ads. Whereas connected TV ads have a near perfect ad completion. Viewers are watching the ads through until the end with an average completion rate of 98%. Now, I don't know where the 2% have gone. Maybe they went out to pick Granny up from her knitting lesson, or the kids from a dance competition, or whatever it is. 98% of people on television actually watch the ads through to the end. Now, I want to get some engagement from you guys and make sure that you're still with me. Can you just put woohoo into the box if this kind of thing excites you as much as it does me and my guys, because like I say, 98% of completing adverts on TV is very, very, very appealing. So if I can just get some feedback from you, I'm going to go to the chat box. Phyllis was very, very quick there with a big woohoo. So yeah, it really is something exciting. And for any marketer, anyone who wants to actually be able to share advertising of any kind, whether it's for yourselves or other businesses, this actual fact, it's a fact. It's been done many, many times now where it's been tried and tested. It's up to 98. Oh no, sorry, it's 98% completion rate of ads. It really is a true fact. And I get these facts from actual reliable sources on actual reputable websites. Okay, so it's not just me making them up. I'm not that kind of person. So can you imagine not only being able to host third-party ads where you're paid hands-free residual income by advertising companies, which is exciting, right? Whilst also being able to put ads on your TV channels also for your own traffic pushing efforts, like I was saying before, but actually serve channels to businesses too. It is a multi-tool. And Koku says it's very exciting. Dean also says, yes, that's great. So I'm glad we're all on the same page. It really does make me happy to know that the information I'm sharing with you all grasp just how important connected TV is. Now, I'm not the kind of person to do a presentation and leave things uncovered. So I want to cover the money-making ways for TV channels, which is funny because Billy says, how do you make money? And that is a very good question. So you can host other people's advertising, third-party ads, like Justice, for example. She had an offer from third-party companies. Also, direct advertising, where you can actually insert your own adverts into the content that you put onto your TV channels. And remember, I do want to stress, I want you all to understand that you don't have to make your own content. You can actually get other people's content legally and for free, okay? Also, you can do affiliate marketing. You could do lead generation. You can sell your own products and services if you have them. You can do channel sponsorship. Now, channel sponsorship is very cool. For example, just so people understand this, say I've got a dog training school. Well, there's companies out there that sell dog food. There's companies out there that sell dog toys. And there's other companies out there who want to build up a social media following or whatever they want to do. Now, these companies can actually approach you, or you can approach them and like broker a deal basically where, excuse me, where they actually pay for a sponsorship package where they actually get featured on your channel. You can make money that way as well. Also, you can do banner and text advertising, donations and charity. Now, I don't want any confusion with this. So obviously, if you want to use it, we have many people who use it for their local church or for churches, and they get donations for their charities. But also, you'll be familiar with people now who actually create content, and people actually get sponsored by the people who want to see more of the content that they're creating to actually be able to fund them to do that kind of full time. So they actually have a community of people donating money to them so they can carry on giving back to that community. Also, product placement. And I will talk about product placement just briefly. So we all know of James Bond. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know who James Bond is. Do you remember the famous thing? He always used to like drinking martini, shaken not stirred. Well, the new one, Daniel Craig, or the most previous one, recent, he drinks Heineken. And on the glass, there's a Heineken brand. And on the bottles, there's a Heineken brand. And in the background, there's the Heineken brand. It's product placement. Superman, where Christopher Reeves, is it? Where he's flying around and he's fighting the baddies and stuff, and they're flying around and he shoots through a billboard. Now on the billboard, it says Coca-Cola. Product placement. It is everywhere. Also, you can build up your social media following easily too. You can also insert QR codes in adverts for traffic with ease as well, okay? This is a very, very big way now that companies are actually getting people to transition off TV onto their very own platforms, okay? But the biggest earner of all, and I know you will have the same light bulb moment as me. Remember I said I brainstormed and came up with a top winning way to make money with online connected TV. Well, now is the time to find out. The top earning method, drum roll please. You sell channels to other businesses as a connected TV channel agency. And when you've seen all the proof from the other people getting results with connected TV channels, I will show you even more of other people. Now let's take a look at Jose. Now this smart man has generated tens of thousands of dollars, well over 6 figures now, when he set up his business in his home country over in Portugal. Okay. And we certify people. So when people hit milestones, when they complete courses, we actually certify people to give them more authority, because we have been around a very, very long time, more than most companies now. And we are an authority, and we like to give people, obviously, the authority that they deserve. Now, here's one of the transactions into his bank account. He made a €4,000 sale, 18,000 euros with that one, 23,000 there, 6,150, and a big fat 2,000 euros there as well. And these are just some of them. In fact, he generated nearly just over $62,000. I've changed it. It might have gone up or down now, obviously, in a few months. But he also has made $30,000 just in one channel sale, and he shared it with the family group. He says, "Hello guys, his first own channel deal finished, 30,000 to a local radio station. Wow!" And then, as you can see in the comment here below, he says there's a pending deal for 50,000 for an investor still on the way. So there is big money to be made in TV, especially when these people have the content to provide you with, so you don't have to do much at all. Now let's meet Daron. He's one of the newer guys who joined the family. Now, he never made a TV channel before, and he actually emailed me and said, "Greetings, Craig. My name's Daron, and I'm a newbie here to TV Boss Fire, and just wanted to let you know I've been amazed by this great product. Also, I wanted to let you know my very first TV channel is up and running on Roku TV and Amazon Fire." Now, remember, he's never made a channel before. He then says, "It took me a little under 30 minutes from start to finish for creating the channel, and then was sent to Roku and Amazon Fire for review." He literally followed the tutorials, which were amazing, by the way, step by step, and created the channel in no time. He says, "Now he's addicted, and I want to create even more channels. Thanks again for creating TV Boss Fire." And he's such a great guy, and we talk quite often. Well, he then joined the agency to sell channels, and this month alone, he's made a $10,000 plus per year sale in just one sale alone. This is one sale, and he shared in the group a post. He says, "Not a bad way to start the week. Just closed a 5-figure deal with a former NFL player." And then he thanked us and one of the team members, etc., etc. And then he shared an email that he got. He says, "Hey, Chris, that was a great conference call with the former NFL player, Mike Moore from San Diego Chargers." I don't know who that is. I'm from the UK. He says, "Glad we're able to close him on a 5-figure deal." How cool is that? Now, can you imagine making just one sale a month at that price? That's $120,000 per year. Per year, that's recurring. That isn't something that's just a one-time thing. That is recurring. So every single channel that people create or have created for them pay for that privilege to have it up on a yearly basis. Imagine if you did another 12 sales the following year. That's 240,000 per year. Then you do another 12 sales the year after. That's $360,000 per year. And it is possible. This isn't me blowing smoke up your backside. If you ever want to have a look, if you ever become, I know there's people, obviously, someone mentioned that they already have TV Boss. Just look in the Facebook group. These people are in existence. They are real people. I am not the kind of person to ever make false stuff. Whitney says that she made $13,000 per year in one day, plus $500 per month maintenance. And I have a testimonial, but I just wanted to show the screenshot that she shared with me. 2 sales in one day of $6,500 for 2 channels. That's $13,000 a year. And once it's made, it's made. It's there. You just add the content, and guess what? $500 per month just to add videos into the channel. So can I get a yes in the box? Just I want you all to, a yes or a no. Does this excite you? I want a yes or a no, because everyone that I've ever released this to, and I've done this a handful of times in my time, shared this with people, and everyone gets excited as I am, and it excites me to this very day. And I've been doing this for years now. Yes, says Koku straight away. Yes, 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 yes. Nice. Well, thank you for everyone who engages with me. Like I say, it means a lot to me. And that slide was meant to be before I actually said that, so we can ignore that slide right now. So here's some ideas of what you can do with a TV channel agency. Okay, So the big money maker that I spoke about, you can create channels for other businesses, which can be $10,000 to $50,000 per channel. Think about that. And we have people who sell channels for over $50,000. There's even people selling TV channels to local governments who want to be sharing different information and stuff on their TV channels for different states, for example, or destinations. The niche is that you can enter into is endless. You can also create channels for yourself and then sell them to other businesses once they're successful, like Mark Anthony did that I told you about. You can host other businesses' adverts on your TV channels. Exciting stuff. You can charge other businesses for video slots on your channels. You can create channels and send businesses, let's send leads to businesses for a fee like Stephen Brocklehurst was doing. Even in testing, he was generating $500 per month. And he was actually selling leads to plumbers, people who work in bathrooms and kitchens and stuff. They were actually getting leads from TV. Cool stuff. You can also charge for live streaming events, and not forgetting charging for channels and much more. And I always say you are only ever limited by your own imagination in TV. Dean says, just registered my new domain, inmotiontv.ca. There you go. Smart guy already on the ball.
Someone is excited.
Smart man. Those are the ones who get results.
Well done, Dean.
Yeah, no, it makes me smile to see people who take action that quickly.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you a story. So once I did a presentation. It was a bit different to this, but it was in the TV realm, and someone managed to sell a TV channel as I was doing the webinar. Isn't that crazy? That's absolutely crazy.
That's crazy.
So he was like, "I'm in." He's like, I'm in the TV realm already. I've done it. Now, there are multiple benefits and multiple wins, like I've been saying. There are so many. And people have been using this system and training, because I give training with everything that I previously allowed access to for our agency license. People have achieved massive results within weeks, like you've seen, and they still are. There's many benefits to being a connected TV channel owner just by using our system and the whole system in its entirety, okay? First of all, and best of all, it's a lucrative business. If you're not earning money in your business, you may as well be a charity, right? And we obviously need money to function, to grow, to obviously pay our bills, to have more freedom, a better lifestyle for our family. So it is good to dive into a lucrative business. But you also benefit in these ways with our system. You're obviously generating high-paying customers with recurring income. You're hitting a hungry market, because how many of you guys, I just want to hear you guys answer me this question. Did you know, I mean, obviously, if you know about TV Boss, did you know that you could make connected TV channels for Roku and Amazon? Can I get a yes in the box or a no? And remember, there's no silly answers. So everyone, I want you to obviously say yes or no. And just let me know. I like gauging the audience that I have, just to see like exactly how you guys function over there, I guess. So like I said, the question is do you know that you can actually make TV channels? Yes or no? Nope.
Gary says yes.
Put him?
Gary says yes. He's on YouTube watching.
Oh, on YouTube. Phyllis says no. Dean says no. So that's right. So some people will. Most people won't. And I know that from experience. Koku just said no as well. It's just the way that it is. People don't know. So can you imagine if you go to any company out there and actually present the opportunity for people to have a TV channel? And I will go into the niches as well, and it will open up your eyes to a whole heap of things. I'm actually selling a TV channel to a company that I bought a suit from. I know someone who sold a TV channel that paid for half of their car, because they went to a automobile shop, bought a car, and when they bought the car, they presented the opportunity for them to have their own TV channel, and they bought a TV channel. So the guy pretty much got half off his car. Incredible. But with this, you're ahead of the times, like I say. You're using an online platform like you've seen to hit the ground running. You're taught how to set up your TV channel business. Like I say, education is paramount to stuff, and that's why I give you so much information, even in presentations like this. You get the coaching and training, ongoing development. It's fully hosted, so you just log in. It's not something that you have to upload to servers or anything like that. You do need video hosting, but we teach you about that as well, so don't worry. And we do the hard work to ensure that your TV channels are made as easily as possible. Now, it's taken years and years and years for me to perfect this system. Years. I'm talking years. Blood, sweat, and tears, like I say. I've had coders. Luckily, now I have a really strong coding team. The coding team, one of them worked at the on software for the Tokyo Olympics. One of them worked for Procter and Gamble. One of them worked for AMC, you know, like The Walking Dead. I can't, American movie company, I think it is. He worked for them as a coder. So my team now are absolutely the elite, and I'm really proud of it. But I've been stung along the way. So now I want to talk about why selling channels is so profitable. And Billy, I will answer your questions at the end, buddy. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring you. I always answer them at the end. But I want to talk about why selling TV channels is so profitable. Because connected TV is big business and virtually everyone watches TV. And in a household where there's on average 3 people watching television at once and all viewing about 3 to 5 hours per day each. And this is a fact. This is something that I actually got off a reputable company as well. Now, business owners know this. They know that a lot of people watch TV, but they don't know that they can get their own TV channels yet. Just like many of you folks right now listening to this, as we've established. So this is where it gets excited. Who could use their own TV channels? Well, the pandemic has given us an even bigger pool of buyers, as now businesses are doing more online. And not just businesses are doing more online, more people in lockdown had to find stuff to do. And they actually, the growth of connected TV exploded even more because people were bored and they had to find out or find ways of entertaining themselves. So they actually adopted connected TV even more. So, for example, gyms, coaches, and mentors are rapidly looking for alternative ways to educate. And due to the nature of the pandemic, the restrictions and safety, it's wise for smart business owners to move to online TV so they can still operate and flourish. It makes sense, right? Because it gets leads, it gets sales, it's more brand awareness, it's more authority. If you can say you're on TV, then it carries such more weight than saying that you have a YouTube channel. Now, here's just some niches that you can target. And don't worry, we can teach you how to target them as well. Health and beauty, fitness and weight loss, nutrition, self-improvement, wealth, business, investing, crypto, make money online, personal finance, dating and relationships, hobbies, gadget and tech. And I'll give you an example. Fitness and weight loss, it could be gym instructors. Hobbies, it could be someone who's has a fishing company and sells reels and rods. Gadget and tech, someone who sells, it could be anyone from Apple to Samsung or whoever. These people all want the benefits that connected TV have. Also, here's some more examples of potential niches. From sports leagues, events and shows, from football, tennis, sports news, and even live events. Businesses from product owners, just like myself, wanting infomercials to real estate agencies showcasing homes. News organizations. Now, news on connected TV is big. And if they're not on connected TV, they will be soon. Also, music, from bands wanting exposure to festival coverage and more, along with schools, universities, and educators teaching anything from science to languages. Now, I keep trying to get my Spanish tutor, because I'm learning Spanish, to actually create a TV channel on Spanish, because I know that he will get so many people signing up and actually buying into his course, because he can give away, he can create content. He doesn't even need it. Like, he doesn't need to go and find it. He actually can create the content really easily, just do some basic lessons. And that is one way that so many people out there can actually explode their business. Also, hobbyists with passions like fishing and shooting. I mentioned fishing earlier, cooking, painting, and others like arts and crafts. Entertainment, from producers getting their content out there with events and music events. Also, traveling, that came out wrong, travel and tourism, from showcasing timeshare to holiday resorts to visit and make bookings and sales. Tony says, wow, this is amazing. So you all see the niches. There are unlimited niches. I mean, obviously there will be some weird and wonderful niches out there as well. They only allow, obviously, clean content. Although I hear Roku is actually going into the porn side of things, the adult industry. So even if you are interested in that, I'm not interested in that kind of thing. But as long as it's allowed within the what they allow, and all of these are and more, as long as they're kind of like clean niches, you can go and enter them. As long as there's not like animal cruelty and stuff like that, it's fine. And it's loads and loads and loads of niches out there. And I've just showed you just a handful, just a grain of sand on the beach of ideas. There is literally, if you can think about it, you can actually create a TV channel around it and monetize it. Now, if you're thinking, no, I don't think I can get customers, Do you think you could make a post on Facebook? I'm going to answer that one for you. Yes. And do you think if we showed you how, could you? Yes. It's a hell yes, right? Now, I made one simple post a while back in a Facebook group and got 24 interested people because I wanted to prove a point. And one of my friends, as you see, there's a laughy emoji, Rune Ellingson. He laughed because he knew what I was doing. But I just basically went into film and TV careers, crew and casting, production and beyond. And I just basically introduced the software just to see if people are interested. Well, within no time at all, I actually got 24 interested comments just by introducing something. And there are hundreds and hundreds of these groups out there, hundreds of them. There's not just Facebook groups. There's obviously, excuse me, there's also blogs. There's also forums. There's different places where people can convene. Really cool stuff. Or what about just speaking to businesses like Bruce does? So Bruce says, having my own TV show, some American people may recognize him, although it's a bit blurry, I'm afraid, because it's been blown up from Facebook. American Home Repair, that was in front of 11 million homes in the US years ago. It brought him out of retirement because he loves the video biz. This is powerful stuff. And he returned from a trade show that he walked into over 30 booths and pitched to them. And he says, I can get your company on TV. And they all went, wow, and handed him their business cards. Big bucks ahead. So are you ready to see some more successful channel agency members? Remember, I showed you already some, but I have way more. So can I get a 1 in the box? Because I want you to be as excited as possible, or as excited as I am, I should say, because I truly see the potential and I want you to share. Tony was the quickest answer I've ever seen in my life there. It was, it flew in so quickly. So we have yes, yes. Everyone's saying yes with the 1. So thank you very much. It really does mean a lot to me that you're engaging with me. It really, really does. Let's go with our good friend, Joe Ferdinando. And he's built a solid business using the TV Boss agency. Now, if you want to hear about lifestyle changes, check this out. Because Dean says 1, but as in W-O-N, as in 1. I like it. So if you want to hear about lifestyle changes, check this out. One of Joe's high-paying clients, and I mentioned it earlier, the Salsa Cruise, they sorry, the pop-up thing showed up then. They basically pay him to come onto their salsa cruises and record content for their TV channel. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, like this guy has to record content. Well, quite often it's other people that actually provide the content, but Joe gets more money from this. So why not do it? Why not get to go on a free cruise and record? And as you can imagine, it's not all recording, and Joe gets to go on cruises as and when they happen, bagging himself a nice vacation. Now, you've heard of the laptop lifestyle, right? I don't think you can get any closer to it than what Joe is doing with this company. Now,
Joe Ferdinando here, and with TV Boss, I made $75,000 in the first year, well over a 6-figure income in the second year. TV Boss works.
No, sorry, that's a bit jumpy. I'm going to play it again, and hopefully it won't be as jumpy. It's just that I'm streaming, and obviously we're streaming to YouTube and all kinds of wonderful things. But check this out just one more time.
Joe Ferdinando here, and with TV Boss, I made $75,000 in the first year, well over a 6-figure income in the second year. TV Boss works.
Cool stuff, right? And he even gets sent checks just for every video that he uploads. He gets paid $500. Obviously, it won't always be checks, but this is how they pay him. But $500 per video uploaded. So he doesn't just get paid to make their TV channels and record it. They then pay him to upload them into his or their TV channel. Now, here's Raven's first testimonial results, and she's earned way more now. She says, I just made a $5,000 sale with the amazing TV Boss Fire program, and I'm just getting started. Here's a video. Check this out.
Hi, this is Raven, the talk show maven, and I got to tell you, I think you guys rock. Yeah, let me tell you why. Because never did I ever imagine that I would be able to bring my talk show host from behind the mic to in front of the camera with our own Raven International TV network. How cool is that? In fact, it's fantabulous, and I'm having such a great time. I'm so excited. Thank you, Craig, and thank you, Dr. Alec, for taking the time to acknowledge me and the rest of the TV Boss students for our achievements. I mean, how amazingly cool is that? And I want to encourage anyone that's watching this video, consider having your own show, or better yet, your own channel, because Dr. Alex and Craig Crawford's TV Boss system. It's amazingly effective. You're going to attract more clients. You're going to have amazing business opportunities because you don't just have a show, you have your own network, you have your own channel on Roku and soon Amazon Fire TV. I'm going to tell you, don't walk, run. You're not going to miss this opportunity because you too will be able to say cha-ching, cha-ching, all the way to the bank. Go on over and check out TV Boss because you're going to love the TV Boss family. This is the time we can't sit on the sidelines. You got to be in the game to win the game, and you got to think big. So run, don't walk, get on board and join the TV Boss family. You'll be so glad you did. And you'll be like me. You'll say, Craig and Dr. Alex, you rock.
Ah, what a sassy lady. She's a lovely, lovely person as well.
Hi.
So here's Elspeth's testimonial results. She says, I made my first $10,000 sale with TV Boss Fire. But that was from before I spoke to her on the very day of making this part of the presentation. And she's done more since. But let's take a look at her journey quickly. A bit like Daron. Elle says, I made it to the First Timers Club. I'm no longer a TV Boss Virgin. My first channel got published today. I got so excited I forgot to breathe. I was anxious because of the long wait due to the backup. I can't believe I'm officially a broadcaster. I dubbed myself Mini Oprah. So she went from making her first ever TV channel to then saying, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I sold my first channel. I'll start designing it today. So out of my mind through. So she went from making a channel to even selling a channel. And then she said in a conversation that I had with her that she stepped her game up and her business is on fire. And so I asked how she got customers. She says, oh my goodness, how we got customers. There's so many ways, but I can give you 5 case studies. So that's a minimum of 5 customers, right? Would that be enough? Maybe we should develop a training to help people understand the power that they have. I said, brilliant. How many of you sold now? She says, right now I have 5 published. We have 9 at the table to be signed. And then we have about 15 that we're vetting for content and about 50 that my production team is looking at creating. We plan to have 25 running by the end of May. I said, paid channels. Awesome. I'm so happy for you. She says, yes, paid, various payment plans and options and stuff, but some we will own in-house and make recurring income from those. So as you can see, she went from making her first ever channel to then selling her channel to now having her own production team and a heap load of customers. It's incredible. And like I say, this is what makes me push so hard to help people get success because it means a lot to me. So these people I'm showing you are real people getting real results, people like you and I. We've even got one user reporting back to us that he generated over $1 million in sales. Now, this is Anthony Bogattini. And when he first ever came to us, he's like, $326,829 in sales. I've never made this kind of revenue in such a short time span. That's incredible, right? Just popped in to say, he says, many thanks to Dr. Alex. Now, Dr. Alex, I'll explain quickly. He was my partner on my project, but he's an old, I won't say elderly, an older gentleman who decided to retire and look after his daughter because she was 2. I think he's 64 at the time when he retired, but he had a 2-year, he was a single parent. So he retired at an earlier age to look after her. But basically, he thanked us and then said, thanks to Awesome Alan, who gave training as one of the team. I went through his course the other day, put it into practice, ran ads on Google, and at present working on 12 channels at $10,995 a pop. And I had to take the ads down because he needed to catch up. Suffice to say, we're sitting on a gold mine here, folks. Wishing everyone here a prosperous new year. Now, that blew my mind. Tony just said, wow, as well. Well, I said so to confirm because, and this is public in the Facebook group, okay? This isn't something that I just managed to like have one of my designers whip up for me. I said, so to confirm you, 12 orders about 11,000. He said, yes, sir. That's not including the 23 single channels I've sold this far at $5,995 a pop. Now, just to show you, he then reported back to the group that he's made over $1 million in only 3 months at the time. Using the training we taught him and Google Ads, he won big. Now, with Anthony, he actually is retired now. He put the money that he made from his business into investments and things. He's retired early. In the last time I properly spoke to him, he was taking his wife to Hawaii when he was celebrating. It really is heartwarming and awesome to see. So do you think you can achieve results with the right guidance, training, and help? The people I've shown you didn't have any prior knowledge, and you already know the answer. The answer is yes. Anyone can do this, including you. I've showed you people from the age of 77, from all around the world, from America to the UK, to different countries, black, white, male, female, you name it. There are so many people using this system to make money and to get brand awareness, authority, sales, leads, you name it. All are getting great results and from different backgrounds of life, which is awesome to see. So as you can see, you are onto a big winner by selling to businesses. And this is why I had to show you. But also you can sell physical products like John Rodriguez. Or if you don't have physical products yourself, you can go to companies who sell physical products. Like I just give you one example, a supplement niche or in the beauty industry. So you can actually go to them and say, hey, I can actually get you on TV and actually get you results with a TV channel. It's pretty cool, right? So you're going to be wondering how much for the TV Boss Fire system. Well, we did plan $10,000 per sale, and we told everyone that's the expected amount. But in these times, we can't expect that, okay? But before I tell you, I do need to show you something. I'd much rather you see the value of this powerful system along with the added services to help you. And you're about to be blown away. You really are. I'm going to hit play now and show you exactly what's inside the members area. Hello and welcome to the Story Internet Academy members area. This is where any agency holders have their new and improved and updated members area for any academy user, okay? So in here you will see a layout like this where it shows your courses, and I will show you, this is kind of a dummy user, I guess. So we have 12 courses here. We have the agency and how-to case study, how to get potential clients and channel viewers, ads for connected TV. Then we have also all the training that we discussed. So you learn everything that you need to do and how to do it. So for example, I'll open up the agency and how-to in case study, and it gives you the introduction, preparing effectively, because preparation is vital within any business. For your first task, having a web presence, designing your website, content creation, and so on. And then there are also downloadable assets as well. Pretty cool stuff, right? You just download it here. Now we also have the TV channel creation agency assets, which we have agency swipes where you can reach out to people. I just load this up for you just to show you. So here, this is how you can actually reach out and contact people. We have different ones, and we have business materials for you. So these are help to build your advertising campaigns, and you can do exactly what you like with them. Also, we have videos. We have video creatives, spokespersons, intros and stingers, and devices videos. I'm going to start with video creatives right now. So as you see here, we actually have advertisements for you as well. And I'm just going to hit play. That's just one example for you. We also have, like I say in the video, spokespersons. I'm not going to go through them all because I've already told you all about them, but this is just to give you an insight on exactly how they look. So we have here green screen and normal, so you can put exactly what you like on the green screen ones, and then they kind of turn out like this.
Hey, so did you know that getting your own TV channel is actually possible? Did you know?
Very high quality.
Hey, so did you know that getting your own TV channel is actually possible?
Let's go for this guy here.
Hey, so did you know that getting your own TV channel is actually possible?
There we go. And this is growing and growing and growing, okay? This isn't just something that's done and forgotten. This is bigger, better, day by day, month by month, okay? So we also have banners and creatives, marketing materials, and logos, so which I show you logos just for one. Here you can choose exactly which one you like. So if you choose logo 22, we then remove it from this system, and then no one else can choose it. It's on a first come, first serve basis. Exciting things, right? We have the banners, like I say, and legal documents, which I paid a legal team for. So you actually get to see right now all these things which I paid for. Obviously, use your due diligence, keep them updated, and so on and so forth. But these are a very good foundation of what you need, and we have everything set up for you. We also have a giveaway report, sales pages,
capture pages, follow-up sequences, agency swaps, devices, banners, intros and stingers, and spokespersons and so on. So you can find everything that you need, including the courses here. It's very cool stuff. And like I say, this is growing and growing and growing.
Cool stuff, right? There is so much in there, so more than if I showed you, it'd take me 3 times as long just for a small video overview. So obviously I showed you just like the main members area right there. Excuse me. Now there's limited agency licenses being sold at this price that's coming up with these following perks. But I do have something else for everyone who is interested. And I know you are because I can see the chat box. You're also getting a $444 mega discount. So TV Boss Fire is $37 per month for the unlimited TV channel creation for a personal rights. And that's just personal. That's not everything that I've just showed you. That is just so people can make them for themselves. That is included in this, saving $444 per year, plus all the upgrades. I have other training like the channel, TV channel Moneymakers training, Fire Up Your Results training, Marketers Graphics, which is videos, images, and much more with music and stuff. So you can actually help build out channels and ads as well. Plus, I added $5,000 bonus, and I call it $5,000. It's priceless to me. Each person who jumps into this will have my team make them 1 channel each. So we will actually make you a TV channel, which you can sell for in excess of over $5,000. Like I say, we tell people to sell them for $10,000 plus each, with $500 of a maintenance fee ongoing. So I know that you're going to want to know how much it is to invest into this business model and all the assets that I've showed you. And everything you've seen so far is enormous value, but there's more to come. However, I know that you're going to want to know right now. So here goes. We are giving you a 90% discount on what we actually decided in the first place. Now, the $10,000 fee that I actually was thinking about actually came about because I actually spoke to other people who have businesses and they're very big in the game. And I wanted to find out the true value and actually get help from them just to price it right. So we actually made it $997 per year for 50 people only. And they get the bonuses that I've showed. So you need to act fast and go to tvbossfire.net/Tim. Now I need to put that into the group somehow, or Tim can if he can. It would make my life easier. Well, wow, look at that. How cool is that?
That makes it easy to access the page, right?
You made my life very easy there, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so you can actually click that button right now and get access to it. But you need to act fast because there are only limited places and limited bonuses because I can't take everyone on. This isn't something that I do all the time. It's more limited than anything else that you'll find out there. And it really is something that, like I say, gets the results. You've seen so many people already making tens of thousands of dollars. Some people over $1 million selling TV channels, and we give you all the training and everything that you need. I just took a sip of my drink. But you can cancel at any time, and there's no contracts or hidden fees. And we do have a payment plan in place for you as well. I don't know why that has a divide sign. That's going to be $1, so apologies for that. So it's $997 or a split pay it $550 times 2, so $550 today, and then $550 next month as well. So you actually can break that down between 2. And that's on tvbossfire.net/Tim. And you've actually got the button that flashed up in front of your face right there, which is a really cool feature for the system that Tim's introduced.
It's also at the top of the chat. If you're looking at the chat, you can also find the button in case you missed it.
Nice. And like I say, for this special offer, which I truly value is priceless, we're going to actually make your first TV channel for free. So if you actually want one for your portfolio, then we're going to make it for you. Or if you sell a TV channel, then we'll make that channel for you as well. Obviously, we won't, you'll have to step in and maintain it and then update it over time. But we have training for everything. We have giveaway reports. We have sales pages. We have the logos that I told you about. And I will cover them all again. There's so much that we give you with this. Now, here's our unbeatable guarantee, which is our promise with our confidence included with this. Here's our refund promise. Now, with that confident, if you take this seriously, and follow what we teach, you'll be successful, as you've seen everyone else has. And you're no different to the others. So we're confident that you can do it too, okay? Now, if by some chance you don't 5x your investment within 6 months and can prove that within that time you made all efforts to create a business with your agency, we'll refund your money. And you also get the 6 months free extra of TV Boss Fire and keep the custom assets that we give to you forever. Now, the assets that we provide are paid for. We pay trainers, also live support. We have live 24/7 support. Now, you'll know yourself, even the big, I don't know, IBM, for example, don't have live 24/7 chat support. It's very rare, but I do it because I like to look after people, make sure that you're taken care of. Also, the assets, the software enhancements and personal custom bonuses that we're giving to you, like the intros and the outros that we can do for you, and also logos and other items too. So you get to keep them as well. If by somehow you don't 5 extra investment within 6 months, you get your money back and you get to keep TV Boss for 6 months and the assets that we give to you. So let's recap exactly what's inside, because I know there's a lot and there will be questions of people saying, can you go through that once again? So we have obviously the training. We have commercial rights to create channels within Amazon Fire and Roku TV. We also have the ability to create live stream channels in Roku and Amazon as well. We also have further improvements that we have coming up. Also, all the resources that you need, like I say, we have sales page templates and all kinds of stuff, agency swipes, logos. And here's some that we made for our previous clients. They wasn't all blue and white. For some reason, my designer who made this slide decided that he wanted to make them just stand out by white and blue, but they're different colors and stuff, however they wanted them. Here's some that we made in the past that you can choose from within the members area. So if you want the top right one, the interlinked triangles here, you want it green, for example, to go with your site, we'll do that. We'll obviously change the name and a slogan or anything like that. We can give you a background. Like, my designers work with you to ensure that you get an actual logo that you're happy with. Business materials as well. Also the video creatives, legal documents, devices videos to help with your advertising, marketing materials. We have channel proposals. We have all kinds of stuff, giveaway reports. We have the banners and creatives, intros and stingers, spokesperson videos. We have the sales page templates, lead capture templates, and more. These are all made for you, and you can take them away, just swipe and deploy them and change them to how you like. Now, to prove that this is the #1 way to consume content around the globe, let's look at what's happened to connected TV that shocked the world. Now, go over to the page, obviously, because you don't want to miss out on these bonuses. And you do not want to miss out on this opportunity. But while, obviously, you've shot over there, I obviously want to keep you guys informed of just the actual main facts, just to to help you realize that this is the #1 way to move forwards within business, because I truly believe it is. I wouldn't be doing this for over 5 years pretty much if I didn't, right? So let's look at what's happened to the connected TV realm that shocked the world. Now, I took this from Google, and in March the 19th, 2019, 3 years ago now, as you see the title here, Internet TV service overtakes cable for the first time ever, meaning that obviously online television has taken over, and now it's our time to cash in with it in the process, okay? And here's a story, and I tell everyone, I even tell my friends who aren't in the online realm or want to get into the online realm about how important it is to take action. And here's a true story. Meet John Antioco. He was the CEO of Blockbusters. Netflix came to this gentleman and said, do you want to buy us out for 50 million? He said no, he declined. Well, let's have a look at how much these companies are worth now. And last I looked, it's probably gone up now. Netflix net worth was 247.3 billion. And they were willing to sell out at 50 million. So when it says like it's a small amount, 50 million, no, 50 million isn't a small amount. But in comparison to 247.3 billion, it's tiny. And Blockbusters, let's have a look. Company status liquidation. They went bust, which is really sad for me. And I've told people in the past, like, I really enjoy going to Blockbusters every weekend or every other weekend, or whenever we decided to go with my family, my sisters. We get some sweets, candy if you're in America. We'd choose VHS and then obviously DVDs as time changed, even computer games and things. And it was a really, really good time. But sadly, they went bust. So learn from John, the owner of Bust Blockbusters. You must evolve, and businesses must evolve too. Now, there's many reasons people want and need online TV channels, from building solid brand awareness to being an authoritative entity with traffic generation and online advertising to the masses. hungry audiences. They want it all. Many people just want bragging rights. They want to be able to say, I've got my own television channel, don't you know? Ha ha. I don't know why I put that voice on for that guy. It just suits him, I think. But literally, people actually buy for vanity reasons as well, which is kind of crazy, but it actually works. And remember, businesses know they must spend money. People just like you and I. And businesses can afford marketing or they find a way. Businesses need marketing. They just need the help to achieve it. And that's where we come in. That is exactly how we can help people, by getting them online, getting them more brand awareness. So people with the money to spend exist everywhere. And many do not have the time or knowledge or technical abilities to do it themselves. They really don't. And they're more than willing to have TV channels created. Now, I want to touch on something, because you know, sometimes there are people out there and they're like, well, why don't they just get TV Boss? Well, I always say, how about the people who don't want to how about the people who employ web designers or SEO or anything out there? Why don't people go and learn how to fix their own cars, etc., etc., etc.? Especially with business owners. Business owners know that they have to have these marketing strategies in place, but they obviously most of them don't even. I'd say 99.9% of businesses out there don't even know that they can have TV channels yet, and that's where we step in, obviously. But they're willing to have TV channels created. And not just that, I've just told you, obviously, they're willing to do this, but you know, it makes sense themselves. Like businesses don't go and make their own websites and stuff. They don't do SEO themselves. They don't do all these different things that they pay for. It's because they don't have the time or knowledge or technical abilities. Like, that isn't their business. That's not what they want to go into, obviously, because they're running their business. So it is a very, very, very good way of bringing in money. And like I say, and I also know it works so well, purely and simply because people are making a bunch of cash doing it, right? And I've showed you a lot of people already. And we're talking high paying clients. And we advise, like I said, $10,000 plus per channel sale to a client, along with an upload fee ongoing of $500 per video uploaded into their channel. So does it work? Hell yes. And how do we know? Because people are selling them now for that price. I wouldn't tell you to do something if I knew it didn't work. And I know it works. And I know there's a heck of a lot of people out there doing this, because I work alongside them to make sure that they get the results. And the need for connected TV channels is only going to grow and grow and grow. Like I said earlier, the millennials are going to move out, etc., etc., etc. So more and more people are going to be realizing that there is a lot of untapped traffic. Now, there's some more we have for you to help your business kick, but I always over deliver. We have 9 highly professional courses that cost me $5,000 a year to actually license. So we have Facebook ads, AdWord ads, YouTube ads, GDN ads, native ads, Twitter ads, Instagram ads, landing pages, and LinkedIn training as well. And these courses, this is a screenshot. And this shows that I put, well, as you know, I put money back into the business so you guys can benefit. It's $5,000 per year. So 5 people have to purchase TV Boss Agency for me to be able to keep this yearly going. This is me. I put back into the system because I'm growing this. This is my baby. I'm the captain of this ship, and I want to lead this ship to a very, very good place. So yeah, just so you get more information. Now, here's what Eloise has to say about the courses. I'm just going to read a bit of the top bit here. Eloise says, Craig, the courses really are top quality. They feel more like proper professional business courses rather than an individual sharing their knowledge. Thank you so much for giving us access to these. I've only been going through the Facebook one, and already I've learned so much that's put me ahead of the game. Also, we have additional wins, interviews with successes of TV Boss Fire agencies, just like I was speaking about Stephen Brocklehurst, who has taken his business to the next level using TV Boss. Also, case studies, what's winning updates, planning sessions. And I want to give a shout out to Leon, because our users really do make moves. And in our live 24/7 chat support, one guy, Leon John Jock, his name is, actually sent in this. He said, thanks, Aaron, who's the head of my tech support team. Says, just got back Sunday from Tennessee from the Country Music Awards. We won Media Company of the Year, took home the trophy. So people are actually getting good results in other realms as well. Now, if you can generate high-paying clients, recurring income for just taking videos and uploading them, often these businesses actually give you the content to upload into your TV channels. The quickest we've ever done it, Aaron, funnily enough, who I just mentioned, I think he's done it in just over 12 minutes to make 2 TV channels. Daron, that you've seen, he did his first 2 channels in 30 minutes, and that was him the first time he ever made a channel. So it's not like you have to spend weeks and weeks and months learning. Like, it just Just follow the step-by-step process that we teach. Do the planning that we tell you, because we've laid the training out in a specific way. Some people jump the gun and ignore the first video because we talk about planning. Then they come back and they say, okay, Craig, like I see why that was there now, because it actually speeds up the process when you plan it properly. So it needs to be done properly. But yes, if we can actually help you generate high-paying clients, recurring income for just taking those videos and uploading them, whilst being taught how to and following in other people's footsteps who went from a newbie to a real agency owner's business, ask yourself, how much is that truly worth to you? And I know you guys do make smart business moves. You actually turned up to this call right now, which I'm very, very excited for you all. So I'm also thankful for everyone who's jumping on right now as well. We will be winging the access to you very, very shortly. But ask yourself the question, how much is that truly worth to you? Also ask yourself, how often have you ever had a real opportunity to get your foot in the door early on something that's the biggest movement in the world? And when did you last ever see an opportunity that's brimming with success stories, proof, and testimonials? And these are real people. These aren't fake, false ones. These are actually in the Facebook groups and the Skype groups and stuff. People getting those results are real people, not just like these scammy web pages and stuff that you see. And you will find out in time when you join the system and you join the family that these people exist. And when have you even heard of being able to make TV channels? I asked that question earlier. Many of you didn't even know. So think about that. This is a brand new opportunity for you. And when have you seen such a simple automated process to actually create online connected TV channels? Now think about that as well, my friends. It's a 3-step process. You've seen in the tutorials just how simple the interface is. And we made it that way so you actually have the best chance of creating TV channels as easy as possible. And like I mentioned, we advise that you sell each channel for $10,000 or more. That's like, we advise that's the minimum, because you can sell them for over $50,000 with an upload fee of $500 per video. So think about that. Even 10 channels is $100,000 plus the $500 for managing and uploading the videos. So if you had 10 channels and those companies, even if they just wanted 10 channels uploading into their TV channel per year, that's an extra $5,000 per customer. That's 50,000 additional income just for uploading content that they give you. To me, that's wild and it's so cool. But ask yourself the question, how much is a business model like this worth to you? And you have the decision to make right here, right now. And I truly, truly, truly believe that many of you from the chat are so excited about this too, which makes me excited. But you can make your choice. You can forget about it and continue with your day-to-day life. Or you can maximize your income using everything I've spoken about and more. And we always have more, believe you me. You can hit success with this business model, especially with all the business assets and training that I provided to you, okay? Now, luckily, if I met someone who gifted me a golden opportunity, remember Dr. Alex that I mentioned about who retired? The same golden opportunity to enter something special that I'm presenting to you today. And throughout this presentation, you've been experiencing real people of all ages and abilities giving their experiences. But they are ultimately just people like you and I. So I want you to know that you can do this too. Take that leap of faith, because you will be happy you did. Just apply yourself. And I truly hope that you realize that you're not just learning about an opportunity that anyone can learn and anyone can conquer. You're learning about an opportunity that can change your life. And I've seen it happen multiple times. Like I mentioned with Anthony Bogattini, he actually retired. He took his wife to Hawaii. He celebrated. He put his money into different things. He saved a heap load of cash from the money that he was making with TV channels and retired. Now, that's a beautiful thing to me. And you are no different from these people. You really aren't. These people took advantage of what lied ahead and they're reaping the rewards. But remember, we're also working with you to create you a free TV channel of your choice made by my team. Like, we are making TV channel for you, with you. So you'll find out more down the line, obviously, once you jump in. But we will actually help make your first TV channel. And there's only 50 spots with these bonuses. And that's over on tvbossfire.net/Tim. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, I don't know if there's a link there or anything, but you need to access that link to access the program and everything that comes with it, all the wonderfulness. Now, are you ready for an epic bonus, my friends? Can I get a yes in the box? In fact, I want a woohoo in the box if you want more bonuses, because I like over delivering, and it brings me a smile when I do see people actually as excited as I am and as happy as I am. I took a sip of my drink just then. Okay. Just click that. Perfect. So when you take action right now, we're giving you the ultimate upgrade to join the beta crew, which means that you get all the upgrades before anyone else does. This is like the inner circle of TV Boss. There's two different layers to this. There's personal and there's the agency. The agency is everything, and above the personal is you just basically, you get training on how to make a TV channel, and that's it. You can make a TV channel. So that's it. Whereas this is unlimited. You can sell unlimited. You get the training, you get the assets, you get a TV channel made for you, and all the other wonderment that we gave to you earlier. So take action today. Grab your access to TV Boss Fire agency system and the epic bonuses, like I say, over on tvbossfire.net/Tim, which is $997, or a split pay, which is $550 by 2 payments. Now, I'm just going to go over the epic features right now. So we have full training, interviews with the successes of TV Boss Fire agencies, what's winning updates, planning sessions, case studies, access to ongoing trainings created by the team and the guests, inclusive training inside our members area, a 30-minute one-on-one strategy call with Mark Anthony. Remember the guy in the first video that I showed you? I will be answering questions very shortly. Don't worry, guys. Success agency training, group success strategy calls, elite TV Boss success Skype group access, and special guest webinars. Also, the assets that I told you about, like website templates, email swipes, advertisement flyers, editable contracts and agreements. I paid for copywriters. I paid for lawyers. I paid for designers. This is all paid for before you even get access to it. It's been done for you. Also, custom agency logos and video introductions, advertisement videos, spokesperson videos, advertisement banners. There is so much to this. Also, training with Facebook ad, AdWords, YouTube, TDN, native, Twitter, Instagram. I'm going flying through this because there's a lot to tell you, and you've already seen it. Landing pages training and LinkedIn training as well. These are included. They cost me $5,000 per month. Phyllis says, I purchased your plan and software. Welcome. Congratulations. Also with some added incentives like the certification program that I told you about, which I think is priceless because it gives you added authority. Also the 444 mega discount, which means that you actually get to access it with unlimitedness included. It's pretty cool, right? Also, I made an ads for TV training so you can actually learn more about TV advertising as well, okay? And the value of the training is $497 with the resale rights of $997 a year, but you get that included in this as a bonus because I look after my customers. So it's 50 people only, and that's over on tvbossfire.net/Tim. So questions. I told you I'd get there. Don't worry. So I'm guessing I need to scroll through. So just bear with me. Good question, Dean. What's the subscription price after the first year? It doesn't go up. It stays the same. So it's like once you're in, it will be going up, I promise you. And when you see what I'm actually having something worked on right now that's very, very exciting, that you guys will get first access to. And it is an absolute beast. I've been working on this for well over 2.5 years now, and it's being released in the new year. But you guys get access to that before everyone else, which does way more than Amazon and Roku. It does Apple TV, Google Chromecast, Amazon. It does Android apps, iOS apps, etc., etc. It does all kinds of stuff. But yes, it's not going up. But when it does go up, it will be extremely higher priced. This is just kind of for like the founders, I guess. So it stays the same, Dean, just so you know. Billy says, how is it for viewers to find content? Can you put content behind a paywall? Not, you can't. But then, funnily enough, the next version coming out actually, which is in the new year, so in like 2 months, which you guys will be getting access to, that is possible to put content behind a paywall. But you don't really want people to, the way that I teach people is because we want as much traffic as possible, putting a paywall there, people, only companies like Disney and Netflix, etc., belong behind a paywall because there's obviously, they have like really, they have films and all kinds of stuff. But if you can get your hands on films, obviously do it. But I don't tell anyone to put things behind a paywall because then you're killing your traffic.
Dean says, What upload format is required to stream live?
What's that? Sorry.
What upload format is required for streaming live on television?
Oh, I'm not the most technical guy in the world, but it takes 3 different types of streaming, but like RTMP links and such.
No, I think he means MP4, MOF files, stuff like that.
Oh well, it depends where you upload your content to, because you can do pseudo live streaming as well. But the format is just like pretty much any decent video format that goes.
Exactly.
It's not, you're not really limited. It's just how you stream, because you take the link yourself, I guess. Sammy didn't understand Amazon Fire. Amazon Fire is just another version of Roku, but they're in competition with each other. Roku is obviously they're both content platforms for television, for connected TV.
Billy says here, can you bulk upload videos, and is there a limit? If I already have on Dropbox, does that help?
Well, it depends, because like I say, you need video hosting, and with video hosting, if you have Vimeo, for example, you can put as many videos on there as you like. We also offer our own hosting, which isn't included in this, and purely because anyone who gives unlimited free hosting is a liar, basically. It's for example, if you have 100,000 people watching your content every single week, and there's 50 people doing that, I would go bust really, really quickly. Plus, our video hosting that we start, the cheapest that we do is $24.95 per month. So it's $24.95. And that is, we don't make it to make money. We do it because we want it to give an affordable, solid, stable solution. There are other companies out there that you can go 5 cents CDN, I think it's called. There's loads of video hosting companies that you can use that are cheap as well. So I just made this solution just to help people out. But with ours, you can bulk upload just with links. You can take them from YouTube. You can take them from Vimeo. You can take them from wherever you like, really. And it automatically uploads them. But I think you're allowed a maximum of 1,000 videos in your channel per category, I think, if I remember correctly. So you can have a lot of videos in there.
Okay, cool.
Billy says, I'm an account already, but it doesn't let me add videos. It says to join Story Internet. Yeah, so Story Internet's my hosting, but I'm guessing you're just clicking through really quickly. Go and look at the tutorials, Billy, regarding that. But I'm guessing you don't have the agency license, so it will be different to what you would see if you was an agency member. Carl says, the marketing info is great. Can we get more info on the actual features to manage the day-to-day management of the service? Channel production, channel management, TV, channel landing page management, billing, income billing reports, etc. Management of advertisement and income from them, etc. We'd be here for quite a while, Carl, if I went through that. We have training on all the elements inside this platform. But in regards to, for example, you say the day-to-day management, you don't really need to manage it day to day. Once you've got your videos inside the system and they're on the television channel, like, you just leave them and that's it. It's always a good idea to keep your channels updated. From income billing reports, it's your business. However you want to charge people, etc., that's down to you. And we don't obviously do that kind of stuff. The management of advertisers, that is something that you can either use Roku themselves, and they give you a login on the developer portal, where you find out where your traffic and stuff like that, or Amazon, or obviously if you're with a third party that isn't Roku, just for example, then you will have a management system with them. Like, the advertising side of things is a third party thing, like I say. Does it include video production, processing, editing, etc.? No, we don't do that kind of thing, because we don't even know whose videos. Like, when you sell a TV channel, they will have to do that. But then this is another good thing, Carl. So they can do it and then give you the final production.
Yeah, you can also offer that service if you're able to do so. You can offer that service as well, make some extra money from the editing as well.
People do that. It's just like Joe Ferdinando, how he goes and records the content. Like, he gets to go on cruises for free. I think that's really cool. I'm envious of him. Let me scroll down, make sure I'm.
Carl Smith says here, does TV Boss manage live streams process to our channels?
Say that again, sorry.
It's on the screen. Does TV Boss manage live TV streams process to our channels?
Oh, well, so with that, like you have to obviously have your, however you're live streaming, but then you take the link and you just pop it into TV Boss and then it does the rest for you. It creates the live stream channels for you.
Okay.
How easy is it for viewers to find content? Can you put content behind a paywall? You said that one already, but I didn't address how to find content. No, it's almost like a search engine, really, just like YouTube. People go onto their TVs, and nowadays, I think it's easier to search on your remote than it is to actually search on YouTube or anywhere else, purely and simply because nowadays there's buttons on your remote. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this, but you can actually press a microphone button on your remote and it will actually, you can speak into it with your voice. So it's literally as easy as just speaking into your remote to find out whatever you want. And people do it. Like you've seen the traffic that we got, like 137,000 subscribers for a guitar channel. These aren't made up figures. These are people who actually have been searching for stuff on their televisions. Kind of cool, right? Can your content be censored in any way? Can your content be censored in any way? Well, in regards to that, like I say, as long as it's, they'll censor you if it's like animal cruelty and things like that. But if it's normal content, no. Like I've never heard of anyone's channel ever being taken down, not once. So if you mean in that way, obviously the bulk uploading, you do the video hosting yourself. But like I say, we can provide story internet, as you can see here. It's not, you have to have obviously your hosting. Is 1080p acceptable? Yeah, says Dean. Phyllis says, I need to check out. Thanks for the opportunity. We'll be looking at your program soon. Yeah, well done. And thank you for taking action. And thank you for your trust. And thank you to everyone, obviously, who has put their trust into me and everything else. I really do appreciate the trust that people put into me. Ikran, sorry, says, hi, how does this work? How does what work, buddy?
Yeah, he's not sure what Amazon TV is and actually the concept.
Oh, I'm guessing did you come in a little?
Yeah, I think he came in a little later.
I see. Yeah, I covered that at the start. So basically, Roku TV, and this is just for anyone who may have showed up and missed that bit. Roku TV and Amazon Fire are connected television platforms. You have a device, you plug it into your TV that connects to the internet. And the reason why it's getting so big as well, and I'll jump on, I just want to drop this in, is because it's so free from digging up your driveway, your garden, drilling holes in your house. If you've got an internet connection, obviously, which most people have now, away you go. But yeah, it's just basically people plugging the devices into their television and away they go. They can watch so much content and it's all free. Obviously, there are like Amazon Prime and stuff that people use, but a lot of it is actually free where people can access any kind of content in any niche. And it just literally streams to their TV, which is kind of cool, right? I've got every kind of device that you can think about now. Obviously, I had them from day dot as soon as they came out because I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like you can watch this, this, and this. You can do this, this, and this. So I've had them a long time.
Billy says, how many videos can you add to the channel if in the Done For You service? Is there a limit?
Yeah, there will obviously be a limit because we can't just work and work and work and work and work and work. But it'd be like 10 videos to begin with. But the main thing is actually getting someone's TV channel up and running. Putting the videos into the channel is literally taking a link and putting it into TV Boss. It's not difficult to.
Yeah, I guess he's talking about your Done For You service. In case it's for your own service, they can add
service. But that's if you look on there, then you'll see it tells you we have different Done For You services in packages. And we did a dump view service just to make people's lives easier. So my team actually do it for people rather than them even have to do the technical side of things. I want to make sure that I've answered them all. Dean says, so no Android TV. No, not at the moment. But like I say, moving forwards, you can. Also, I want you guys to know that we actually have a WordPress plugin as well. So you can get them on your websites. We also have it where you can embed TV channels into your websites as well, just by copying and pasting a snippet of code. So it's not difficult at all. So you can actually build out like your web TV. Any more questions? I want to make sure that I haven't missed them because there's always some at the top somewhere.
Can we set this up in India? Yes, you can set this up in any country, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have on our platform, I think we have people from pretty much every country that you can think of now, from the Philippines to India, because I know people who don't even have like a Roku TV or Amazon Fire TV, or they didn't to begin with, and made their TV channels, which is kind of funny when you think about it. They actually made their TV channels, but because we have an About and Watch TV channel, you can actually see how your channel looks. Billy says, does it display a schedule on the website? No, but you can put the schedule on there yourself. So that would help. A lot of the information that goes into it actually is displayed on Roku and on Amazon. The categories and things like that you set up. But like I say, it's not, I think people think that because it's TV, it's a lot harder than it is. We've had people's kids making TV channels. Daron, like you see, it took him half an hour to make 2 TV channels, one for Roku, one for Amazon Fire. We have the quickest we've done is just over 12 minutes to create a TV channel for each one. Is there any more questions?
Scrolling through.
I'm gonna find them myself just in case. Like I say, I don't want to miss any. Billy says, I'm in. How do I set up the Done For You channel offer? Well, we'll reach out to you once we upgrade, because you've already purchased TV Boss in the past, if I remember. I think it was you. So we will upgrade you and away we go. Like, we'll be in contact. Obviously, we need you. Yes, you said. Well, welcome. I'd say welcome to the family, but you're already part of the family. So welcome to the inner circle of the family. But Sammy says, I do not understand Amazon Fire. So Amazon Fire, Sammy, is like Roku TV. It's a connected television platform. But you don't get content from Amazon. You can get content from YouTube, from Vimeo, from Creative Commons. There's loads of Creative Commons websites. So the content that you get, then obviously
it's basically the other way around. You are publishing the content yourself. It's not getting content, it's publishing content, and you can get content from all the places Greg just said. YouTube, Creative Commons, etc.
Yeah, in the membership area, I made a 10-minute, well, it's less than 10 minutes, I think. And I showed 20 different places, if I remember, places where you can get hundreds of thousands, millions of pieces of content. That's in the training area. But you don't get content from Amazon. You get content or make content, or when you sell a channel, they provide the content and then you get it into Amazon Fire. Dean says, is there any additional licensing with Roku and Amazon? No. You don't, there's no.
It's completely free.
Yeah, it's really straightforward, Dean. That's what I mean. Like, And it's a very good question because obviously you're doing your due diligence and you're looking into it properly. But it is so much easier than you actually think. And that's the funny thing about it, because when people actually realize, they're like, holy moly, like it's that easy. Yep. Like there's no hoops to jump through. They want your content. The more content that they can get, the more they have an edge on the competitor. And that's what we
And to get back to Sammy's question, I mean, he asked where do I get content from Amazon? The cool thing about this offer is that you become the agency, so you're going to sell channels to businesses that already have content, because businesses are looking for channels to where they can stream their content, and that's what you provide. So basically, you give them a channel, they give you the content, and you upload the content to Amazon. Well, you do not upload it to Amazon, but you're making sure it's being placed on Amazon through the areas where you can upload it, which we have discussed before.
Yeah. Great explanation. I
mean, that's the easiest thing, right? Getting content from your customers.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's done. It's the hardest bit has been done for you, and even then, it's not that hard because we actually teach you where to get content from, so you can actually provide it.
Exactly.
And I'm talking. And the funny thing is it's not just documentaries. Like people find films and all kinds of stuff as well. Especially like I know some people who they did a vintage horror film channel. They had so many people watching that content. It's not just like it's people making home videos and stuff. Yeah, it's quite cool. Dean says so you could create a Disney channel. Yep. you could create a Deanie channel.
Deanie. Dean says, so one channel with multiple channels within it. Can you explain that, Greg?
Yeah, so it's one channel with multiple categories. So you could have, I don't know, you could have a hobby channel, for example, and it could be shooting, it could be fishing, it could be any kind of stuff. So there's categories within there. So it's not channels within channels, it's categories within channels. He's asking for the done for you service, but that's not related to this because obviously you need the agency to be able to do that kind of thing. And we offer one channel for everyone who takes action today. So we're actually doing a done for you service for free. Like we're doing your first channel for you. Carl says, is this a lifetime free upgrades and additional products for life offered? It's not a lifetime, it's a yearly. And it's a yearly because obviously we have so many running costs and fees and stuff ourselves that covers it. But no, it's illegal to give lifetime, by the way. It's the FTC kick your butt. You can't give lifetime. I know people say it, but it doesn't exist. Someone could vanish in for 3 years' time, etc., etc. So no, we do it the right way, in the fair way, and obviously the way that makes it more usable for people as well. But yeah, let us know if you're in or when you're in, because I want to welcome each and every one of you. It does mean a lot, like I say, for people putting their faith and trust into me and into the business and into the coaching and everything else. Dean said, just signed up, step ahead. Oh, you can show that on the screen. That is cool. That really is cool. I didn't even notice them because I'm looking at.
Welcome. You looked at the other screen. I did it before, but I think you looked at the other screen.
Yeah, I was looking at my I was looking at the other one. That's funny.
Awesome, Dean. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, buddy. The funny thing is, Dean, you're a go-getter. I can tell you already bought your domain name, so I know I can spot people a mile
That's
away.
super cool.
It's like, oh, there's a go-getter, and everyone who takes action today, you're a go-getter. You're actually turned up. You stayed, and this is what makes me proud about people. You turned up. You stayed for the duration. it wasn't like you've just turned up and you left 5 minutes into it and like you actually took action. You took the action getting on it. You took action by sticking all the way to near the end. I have a little bit more to speak to you about, but you actually took the action, and that's what makes me proud of people like yourself. So well done, and
Super
honestly,
cool.
you guys are going to go far. You just have to keep your foot down on the gas, as they say. But yeah, while I can't see any more questions, I've just got probably like another 5 minutes of your time, because I want to just really hit on things. Whether you want to make $500 a month sending leads to businesses to supplement your business or anyone else's, like Stephen Brockhurst does. Like I say, $500 a month in testing, and I actually have a call with him recorded, which is very interesting, by the way. Excuse me, which you can watch once you get in there. Or over $100,000 like Joe Ferdinando. It's possible. Or even if you want to take it to the next level and earn over $1 million in a few months, like Anthony Bogattini tells us he's due. And when I heard this, I was like, what the heck? And then obviously it blew my mind, because I was like, this guy he's hit the ground running, and he's like taking over the world. and then he sent me his ledger, and he actually sent me all the sales broken down and everything. And I was like, wow. So it really impressed me. But you can do it at your own pace. Like, you can go big, you can go small. It is entirely your choice. If you have an hour a day, it's an hour a day further when you take action. So when you don't take action is when you don't get the results, right? And now it is time for the draw.
Woo!
So I need to find a way to see everyone's names. So is there a way for this? In fact, what I'll do is everyone who is in everyone who's listening right now, can you just put me, M-E, into the chat box? Because if someone's been here and they've been all the way to the end and they've not even been paying attention, that's it. Like, they'll not even know. So can you guys just put me into the chat box? Just type it in, and then I'm going to pick a winner at random. Now, I don't know if there's anyone on YouTube still watching this, but if there is,
still a few, but
pardon?
Still a few, not many.
Cool.
Already 2 hours in, I see.
Yeah, no. Okay. So remember, put me into the chat box right now. And if you if you can on Skype, if you can, please, Tim, can you just give me the names of anyone who writes me?
Yes.
Thank you.
We have let me put them on Skype.
Cool. Right. So we have people putting me in and giving you a bit of time. I don't want anyone to miss out. Right, 1 more minute, folks. Type me in to enter yourself into the draw. Okay. Give me one more, like the last minute. Cool. Okay. So now I have everyone on the screen, and I'm going to randomly pick a name. Dun, 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 dun. We have Rolf Zand. Congratulations. Woo!
Awesome.
Yeah, congratulations. So if you can send Tim your email address, please.
Yes, just Rolf, type your email address in the chat so we can
tell us whether you want a Roku or Amazon device. Now, that way, obviously, I can choose find one for you. Well, not find one, but send one to you, and then I'll reach out via email, and then we'll get the ball moving. So, is there any questions? Is there anyone on the fence who has any questions? Anyone who just has like that? Yeah, like I love this, but I just need to know more, or anything like that. And remember, there are only a certain set of bonuses with this, with the places. So you do need to take action. And this isn't false scarcity. I am not like that. I am very, very, very transparent. I do not mislead people in any way. Thank you for your email, Rolf. Dean says, congrats, guys. Good presentation. Would love to talk with you more when available. Oh, you will be, buddy. You're part of the inner circle now. Like, you will be hearing from us. We will be wanting to hear of your success stories as well and engaging with you. Sammy says, I must find a way how to get content. Well, it's in the training that I'll be giving you, Sammy. So when you sign up, it's in the training for you. Yes, like I say, once again, thank you to everyone who took action today, who has joined the family today, who's engaged with me, who's asked questions, who's been patient for the past 2 hours. And it's you guys really are go-getters. So thank you to everyone, and thank you to Tim for having me as well. It really
Yeah, thank you for being here as well, Greg. Really appreciate it. You got some something awesome here, and from my side as well, thank you for everyone who took action. We've seen a lot of people coming in, so Greg will take good care of you. So thank you so much. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me, to reply to my emails. I will respond as soon as I can, depending on the time difference, of course. But yeah, feel free to message me. Well, but always happy to answer your questions. And Greg, thank you as well.
Well, you're
and
welcome.
then I guess we're going to stop it. And yeah, talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Cheers, Tim.
Cheers. Bye-bye.